Mindfulness can be really useful for carers because it can help them to clear their mind to begin with, and then when that happens, what they naturally find is that they feel more relaxed, feel calmer. For a lot of carers, the experience is that they really don't have, much time or any time during the day if they're a full-time carer for somebody. And so we can look at some really short techniques, like they're like taking a time out, and they can be as short as just taking 3 deeper breaths than usual and just having your attention in them. And we might think that that isn't going to do anything much, that if we really need to get some benefit from meditation or relaxation techniques, that we might have to do it for half an hour or something like that. But the truth is that even taking a really short break has a really recharging effect. It lets the mind calm down for a little bit. We can see more clearly what we want to do, and we just connect ourselves with the feeling of calm that is actually just here all the time. When we really engage with mindfulness meaningfully, it means that instead of thinking about it, we actually come into the feeling of it. So that when we allow ourselves just to pay attention to where we are, just like in the here and now, like just right here, right now, and then our mind doesn't go to things that we might be worrying about, things that may or may not happen in the future. And really all the techniques and the practices aren't about trying to get you to some other place. They're to actually try to encourage you to be here and now. We learn from a really early age that what everybody does, the normal thing, the human thing, is that they engage in worrying. It's just like everybody does that, and we just kind of absorb that reaction as we grow older. And then when we're in the habit of worrying about things which may happen, then the body is held under stress, under tension, for much longer periods of time. Mindfulness can help in all sorts of ways because it allows us to see more clearly. It allows us to see the reality of what is going on. It allows us to see what is really important for ourselves. When we engage with a relaxation practice, we're actually choosing where we place our attention. So instead of it just being by default in our thinking mind, we're actually choosing to place our attention, and often we can choose to place our attention in the body, how it's feeling. And when we do that, when we just naturally allow the attention to be in the body responds by just unwinding, by unfurling itself. I think most people who talk about mindfulness don't really use the word transformative to describe it. But then most people don't talk about being free either, about finding a place of freedom for themselves in their lives. And being mindfully present can do that for you. For carers who are in a situation who they just can't change the fundamental setup of how they are and how they're living, then learning to accept what you can't change is a liberating understanding. The transformation that being mindfully present can bring about is that we can learn to be in life in a different way, and that different way is that we can learn to be in life but without having to think life, and that is a transformative experience. And it's nothing much that you can understand by hearing the words, but when you engage with the mindful practice, you get to feel it for yourself. And when you do feel it for yourself, it's unmistakable.